Hi guys, Hidrugon here with
Reflaust, and today we'll be bringing in this video the topic which franchise is better, Naruto or Dragon Ball. So we'll be discussing about that.
Naruto and Refloss will be doing Dragon Ball because I prefer Naruto and Refloss prefers Dragon Ball. So what would you like to say about Dragon Ball Refloss?
So Dragon Ball is just the better anime. I'll be showing my reasons as well. So I'll be showing a first reason, and then I'll let Heijigon do his first reason as well why Naruto is better than Dragon Ball. But I'll be talking about why Dragon Ball is better than Naruto. So why Dragon Ball is better than Naruto is, first of all, Naruto is just too overpowered. Like Uchiha clan is just too overpowered. Like say Madara Uchiha, for example, he's just so overpowered. Like he even got the Sagi of the six path transformation. He even got the 10 tails. Like the whole war, like about him, like his all attacks are so overpowered. Like he even got when he was fighting against the five Hokage. He even first he didn't bring out his most perfected Susanoo, but when he did it, when he bring out his first perfect Susanoo, the Hokage, who are we all know they are powerful, obviously, but against five Kage, he just destroyed them, and like that's just so overpowered in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Although with Naruto, the thing about the Naruto series is that the Naruto series isn't as you see that overpowered because it focuses on the characters. And unlike Dragon Ball Z, it's got less power ups and less fighting, but focuses more on the aspect of the story. And it's a journey of this kid Naruto Uzumaki who's been neglected by society. It's a journey of him getting the approval of everyone else, him moving up in the ranks of the village and being respected. That is something that Dragon Ball has never had. Since Goku and the whole Dragon Ball franchise don't have that emotional relationship with them, since Goku is just trying to be the best. It's a fighting anime about fighting stronger and stronger opponents.
yeah.
And Naruto is a plot-driven
But the
anime.
thing is for Naruto is that they bring us so many flashbacks in the anime. Like they don't even rush the episodes. Well, I know you're not supposed to rush the episode, but they take too much time on a certain arc and they bring too many flashbacks. And yeah, you have to agree on this one, on my point.
Yeah, of course, they do bring too many flashbacks. But the same problem that goes to Dragon Ball, not the flashbacks fact, but the fact that it's very repetitive, and the fact that when a new villain comes, Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta normally get new power ups, and it's kind of the same sort of plot. And as you say that, there's lots of flashbacks in Naruto, but Dragon Ball even has a whole series, Dragon Ball GT, that is completely filler. Although I do agree with your points that the flashbacks in Naruto holds it back, and that's one of its weak points.
Yeah, but the thing is that Dragon Ball GT is not canon. Like Dragon Ball, the original series, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, obviously they're the three main series. Dragon Ball GT is not canon, and Naruto
Exactly.
Shippuden, and obviously Boruto, they're obviously canon, obviously.
Yeah, well, the fillers of Naruto aren't canon.
Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't actually know that fact, so that just kind of shocked me there.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It does get dragged down both seas if you agree by things like that. Although, do you want to move on to the next point, which is characters?
Yeah, characters. Alright, this one just kind of I think the Naruto series wins it here. But I'll be talking about obviously Dragon Ball. I want to defend Dragon Ball as it's my favorite anime. So Dragon Ball, the characters, yeah. So obviously that is
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z team, and like the characters there, Goku, Vegeta. Obviously they just don't focus on Goku anymore, just like in Dragon Ball Z where he got Super Saiyan 3, and yeah, they actually
Yeah.
bring out interesting plots. I know Naruto does it as well, but you know in the Majin Buu arc. So when
Yeah.
Vegeta turned Majin, he knew that Goku had Super Saiyan 3 or another power up, but he didn't show it, and that just really brings it interesting to make it more longer the fight, and makes obviously everyone wants to know who is stronger, Goku or Vegeta. So that really amazes people. And obviously throughout the series of every Dragon Ball series, obviously they bring out who is stronger. Everyone thinks about in this series who is stronger, Goku or Vegeta. Obviously in Naruto,
Yeah,
Naruto has a rival as well, just like in Dragon Ball, Sasuke, obviously. But it's not really long. It's not really longer like how who is stronger now. Like in different arcs, like let's just say Naruto in the World War, like who is stronger now, because they both had the seal, I mean, or that hand seal from Hogoromo Otsutsuki. But in Dragon Ball they don't really have like god, well they do have gods obviously, but they have to like bring out interesting arcs. I think Dragon Ball has more interesting characters than Naruto. Obviously Naruto, obviously he's the main protagonist, but Dragon Ball has a main protagonist as well, Goku. And they kind of, he wants to get his, Naruto wants to get everyone's approval, while Goku just fights more stronger enemies. And yeah, so we can't really compare on the characters obviously, because it's different. Like he wants to get more approval, but we can talk about other characters like like Tianshan. He has interesting abilities obviously, like he has 3 eyes, and I don't see anyone having 3 eyes in Naruto. Naruto. So yeah.
Yeah, well, then again, not people in Naruto do have interesting abilities. Like Naruto, a lot of the good things they have is that they've got lots of unique things called Keka Genkais, where lots of people with unique different powers. And I agree with character-wise, Vegeta is easily Dragon Ball's best character. The person I can compare Vegeta most to is Sasuke, and I'd say character-wise they're about the same. But in other characters, Naruto just destroys Dragon Ball.
Oh
Because
my
Naruto
god, no way.
such
No,
it does. Naruto just
no.
has such complex characters. Everyone's got their own ideology, and the fact that they live in this torn-up ninja world, all striving for what they believe is peace. Because everyone in Naruto is striving for peace, apart from the Otsutsuki. And it's the ways they do it. For instance, Pain's philosophy of you need to bring more pain onto people to get people to understand that pain isn't good. It's just something that you don't have in Dragon Ball. Same with Itachi's philosophy about him going first of all for the village and him sacrificing everything he has for the Leaf Village, branding himself as a rogue ninja. That is a piece of character development which I've barely ever seen in the whole of TV series as a whole. And that's why I think that Naruto's better character, since it focuses more on the characters than the fights.
Oh yeah, that's true, because what they're thinking inside. And yeah, but what happens with Dragon Ball is that obviously Toriyama, he's changed a bit, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Throughout this obviously his mind is changed, so he brings out more interesting characters like Beerus. Like Beerus, he's an interesting character. And obviously how Goku changes his the people in Dragon Ball, like he changed Beerus, but obviously I understand that Naruto's changed people as well, like Sasuke.
Yeah, of course.
But Beerus, obviously he still has that kind of personality within him that he wants to destroy, and he's got that cunning thing, not like Frieza obviously, but if you understand what I mean. Yeah. So
yeah, I completely understand. I do agree. I do like Beerus as a character. In fact, Beerus is my second favorite character in Dragon Ball. And what I find very good about him is that he stays strong as a protagonist and his character. Everything's believable. I mean, that's what Naruto does with lots more characters. Because, for instance, taking into consideration the Akatsuki organization, which is pretty much a terrorist organization bringing down these special people called Jinchuriki, every single one of them has their own unique reason for joining the Akatsuki. They've got their own unique abilities. And lots of people don't even care about the organization, like Kakuzu just wants money. But every single one of them, they become so likable to you as characters, right? You start rooting for them. Like, for me personally, I was wanting Kakuzu to win against Kakashi and Naruto, which would have completely ruined the story. I haven't personally had that in Dragon Ball. Do you have anything to counter that?
That's a good point there. But I see there's different deities. Obviously, I think the most known deity, like strongest in Naruto, is probably Hogoromo Otsutsuki.
He's definitely
obviously the strongest, and the strongest obviously not in terms of like fighting. The strongest, like the one who's everyone's scared of, is Zeno. obviously because he's got the evasion powers. Evasion. No one's that scared in Naruto of someone destroying them completely, like except obviously the Otsutsuki. No one lower than the Otsutsuki can really face a threat to Naruto, like scare the complete
Uh,
out of him, and like everyone's like there's no lower deities than the um uh Otsutsuki that can like make people scared really that much as the Hogoromo Otsutsuki and the Uchiha clan are just too overpowered in my opinion.
yeah, well, I see what you. Naruto doesn't really have an Omni God, which just looks after the whole universe. That's one of the things that Dragon Ball does have, since Dragon Ball over its run, which is a lot longer than Naruto, the stakes obviously in an anime have to go up and up and up. And since Dragon Ball hasn't got on their children as the main characters, of course there's gonna be super overpowered people. But if you think about that, Madara is very much in Xenos, where everyone is afraid of him. In fact, just the mention of his name was able to start a whole ninja war. And the fact that he was even scaring Minato Obito when he was going in with the alias of Madara. I mean, with the alias of Madara, just by his name, he was able to get up to where he was. And another big name was the Sage of Six Paths. I mean, every single time he is mentioned, everyone has everything but the utmost respect. And I think Hagoromo is like the closest thing to the Omni Gods. Although, yeah, in that category, Dragon Ball does win. But on to another category, which I think we're going to be talking about, which is story. Now, I prefer personally, because of course I'm a Naruto fan, but I prefer the story of Naruto because Naruto touches on some aspects which are very relatable to people. For instance, Naruto, the main protagonist, was left out, and it's his journey being more including and learning because he is bright, and unlike lots of other people who would, let's say, if they were bullied, they didn't get out of that misery. Naruto always looked bright for the future, which is something most main protagonists have. And it shows lots of other complex characters, which is a good thing because Naruto, it introduces so many other characters, and sometimes you like those characters even more than Naruto Maki, the protagonist, because it really nailed the backstories. Like Itachi, I'm going to mention him again, but he never once felt sorry for himself. This was his duty. He was living for the Hidden Leaf Village, and the fact that he was there and everyone despised him, and there were even people in clubs saying, "Oh, it's good Sasuke killed him, that disgrace." I mean, that is just some deep stuff. And the whole thing about Naruto is that you can kind of see where the Akatsuki are coming from, because their overall goal is peace, and when the Hidden Leaf are coming from, which is where things get a bit tricky because no one's really in the right. Just like there's no white and black, like in the fact that one person's right, one person's wrong. It's kind of more of a grayish area.
Yeah.
And does Dragon Ball have certain kind of things?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good point as well, just like your last time. But Dragon Ball, yeah, I think Naruto wins it there. Let's just end it there because I think Dragon Ball doesn't really have the same points as you created.
Yeah.
Yeah, but although they do have emotions though, Dragon Ball characters like Goku, like against Jiren against Jiren when Jiren was going to fire a blast against the stand where the Universe 7 were sitting, and obviously the other gods that were in favor that they think that Universe 7 was gonna win. And when Jiren was blasting, obviously Goku kind of like teleported there, and yeah, he blocked it, and yeah, and he was really getting angry because no one hurts his friends, and that whoever hits his friend, he will go for them and never forgive them. That's what actually he said, and that if someone hits Naruto's comrades, but Naruto doesn't hear of it, or he beats there, like against Neji, he didn't really go really full angry on them, and yeah, just like Goku.
That's one of the critiques I had. That he stayed angry for a bit, but then afterwards he had to calm him down. And that's the thing. Naruto as a protagonist is very forgiving, and I think that he's very too forgiving. Like if I was Naruto, I would have not forgiven Obito. I'd probably just killed Obito because Obito did not deserve to be redeemed.
Yeah, but he Obito does have his own like things. He has his own way of doing things as well.
Yeah. Although, do you want to go into the final category, which is how they handle power ups and like power in general and power scaling?
Yeah,
Now, I'm going to start this off. I'm going to start this off with saying in Naruto. Naruto stays absolutely amazing, legendary in this category up till the fourth Great Ninja War, when everything just gets ruined. Characters start getting immediate power ups. It starts becoming way too crazy, way more crazy than Dragon Ball Super. And because Dragon Ball Super, they actually need to do something to obtain that power.
yeah,
Naruto and Sasuke just happen to be the reincarnations Ashura and Indra, which is such a huge plot hole which Masashi Kishimoto made up on the spot by excluding the war arc. Naruto does a very good job in the beginning of establishing the strong characters, such as, if you agree with me, before the Pain and Vision arc, the three strongest characters for us, the audience, were Killer Bee, Pain, and Itachi. I mean,
yeah,
no one messed with those three. And that's one of the things that Naruto up till the run Naruto as a protagonist, as a character, didn't actually get that much stronger. He only really started picking up his power during Naruto versus Pain when he was learning Sage Mode. And that's very good because, as I said, Naruto's an anime which keeps story first. So the characters got stronger, but the whole of the Konoha 11, they're all relatable in power up until, as I said, the war arc, when everything just absolutely gets ruined. In fact, I hate the war arc.
yeah.
But
But
before the war arc, everything is done really well. Like the Akatsuki members, each Akatsuki member is not too different in strength. Lots are stronger, but the others could have a chance, and that's the great thing about Naruto.
yeah, but in Django, well, in Naruto, you know, he's got the immortality. Obviously, he can't be defeated, and no matter what, except he's a bit dumb, so that's why Shikamaru defeated him. Obviously, without Kukisi, he's just power. He's not. He doesn't think for himself that much. But in Dragon Ball Super, I think Naruto, when he was training for the Sage, I mean, when he was training for the Sage mode, he at that point, I'm sure he was stronger than the whole everyone, like except obviously the stronger one, like Konoha 11. He was stronger than them. Like he was stronger than Neji. I'm sure of that, but who obviously died.
Yeah, yeah, he wasn't that much stronger. I mean, it kind of overhyped his Sage mode. Like he would have not beaten Pain if it wasn't for lots of plot conveniences. Like Shikamaru could take on Sage and Naruto if it's in the right situation. And that's one of the good things, is because Naruto is very dumb as a character, which leaves him super exposed to like attacks.
Yeah, yeah, but that's because of the abilities that the Hyuga clan has, the Byakugan, and obviously they can see 360 degrees around them. I'm sure of that, I think. And obviously Naruto doesn't have that ability. Like he's only a descendant of Ashura, and obviously that's why he doesn't have the same abilities as the Hyuga clan, because he doesn't have the
Yeah,
Byakugan.
yeah, of course, yes. And I think that, yeah, also, yeah, and the way that power scaling in fights happen, Naruto at first was really good at fights because every single fight felt really strategic. Like, for instance, Hidan versus Shikamaru. Shikamaru was planning the whole thing. For instance, Naruto versus Pain. Pain was putting the Nakara path, which can revive all the other Pains, behind him. And there was really a strategic element. But as I said in the war, just ruined everything, since like who's got the strongest Susanoo, who's got the Rinnegan. That's things I really don't like about the Naruto war, because it just absolutely screwed the characters. If you've noticed this, no one survived the end of the war without some hugely powerful Kekkei Genkai or Dojutsu, such as Naruto had Yin Yang release. And
Yeah,
yeah, it just went all ruined. But
yeah.
beforehand, in the early Naruto's and Shippuden, it did a better job, in my opinion, than Dragon Ball.
Yeah, obviously because they improved over time in it. So like Naruto Shippuden, it was improved than the original Naruto series. Dragon Ball Super a bit improved than original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. But still, a Dragon Ball Super is lacking animation. Obviously, as we've seen,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
only bring out like Yuya Takahashi. He's like one of the best animators in the world, in my opinion, or if not the best animator for me. And yeah, so the
yeah, of course.
animators they bring out, like Naruto, they don't I'll say, and when Dragon Ball Super brings out like good animators like Yuya Takahashi, Miyako Tate, I can't really say his name, but that's when Dragon Ball Super do their best. And yeah, but not every time in the series they do the best, obviously, just like Naruto, Shippuden and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah, completely agree that. For instance, from I would say that the best episodes of Dragon Ball Super for me at least were from episode 127 to episode 131, because in that time the fight choreography was perfect. Like the final episode, they didn't. They really played the characters well. They did show that Jiren was still stronger than Frieza and Goku, but there was 17 backing them up. And that's the thing they did, is they really showed how Mastered Ultra Instinct was stronger than Jiren, but not too overpoweredly stronger. And that Dragon Ball in general recently has done a very good job at that. For instance, one of my favorite fights in the whole series, Hit versus Jiren, that does so well because Hit's ability to pause time is just
Yeah.
such a clever ability. And unlike Naruto with the Kamui, it's not overpowered, since if you can react fast enough, Hit can pause time, but only to a certain degree. It's like he doesn't completely pause it, but he slows it down.
Yeah, the thing is that Dragon Ball Super went against. They bring out interesting thought because we all thought that Frieza or Goku was gonna win and
Yeah,
117 was gonna come back. Obviously,
yeah, that was a big surprise for me.
yeah, that was a big
Well,
surprise. The writers in Dragon Ball Super, they bring out interesting. They want to surprise us all. Uh, like he won the tournament power Android 17. No one believed that. Let's just be honest. Who wouldn't?
yeah,
No one believed that. So we all thought that Frieza and Goku were gonna win. But Naruto, like everyone knows that as the main protagonist, Naruto, he's obviously gonna win everything alongside with Sasuke, who's also like side characters as well.
yeah, of course, yeah. Although that's one of the things that early Naruto and Naruto Shippuden did a great job of, is because they really surprise you with the plot twisted characters. Like for instance, when I saw Sasuke going up against Itachi at first, since we hadn't really seen much of Itachi, even though Itachi had been hyped up, I was thinking to myself, there's no way Sasuke is gonna lose to Itachi. Sasuke is gonna dominate against Itachi, but I was super surprised because I've never imagined that Itachi was as strong as he was. And it's one of those other things when Killer B was there. No one would have expected Killer B to take on the whole Taka and come out with a win, which is really surprising.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, do you want to conclude the debate there?
The debate now. Which anime is better? Now I'll have my honest opinions here. Dragon Ball Super is lacking due to animation, due to they don't bring out the best animators obviously every episode. Unlike Naruto, they've got actually excellent animation. And the character development, I think Naruto, I can't really decide on that because there's different characters. Like we don't all accept
Yeah,
Master Roshi to
yeah,
be that strong.
yeah. For me, Dragon Ball Z, which is in my opinion Dragon Ball's best series. Dragon Ball Z, especially in my favorite two arcs, which is the Majin Buu saga, and there's also the Cell arc, which is just amazing. Each one of them really puts on high stakes, and Gohan was really a main focus on those. But it really does a better job, in my opinion, than Naruto, the original Naruto. I think the original Naruto gets beaten by Dragon Ball Z, but the original Naruto is I think is around the same kind of level as Super. Although Naruto Shippuden and Dragon Ball Z is something I really find it hard to do. Although on one hand, that Naruto, in my opinion, is better character development. In the end, with the power-ups, Dragon Ball Z does it better, since in Dragon Ball Z, it's not just power-ups every single episode.
Yeah,
You've also got the story of Naruto Shippuden is better, but then some of the characters are really debatable. So I think both of them are good, and they're let's say that do you want to say that they're around the same, and it's very it's really one's opinion.
Yeah, but you can't really compare Dragon Ball Super and Naruto Shippuden because Naruto Shippuden has way more episodes, unlike Dragon Ball Super, who's had like 101 episodes. That they can't really compare that because there's like Naruto Shippuden like 500 episodes or something.
It's very relatable because I mean, like, in the fact that Dragon Ball Z, first of all, is a lot more episodes in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. But the thing is that with Naruto Shippuden as well, 45% of it is complete filler. So there's only like around 280 like actual episodes in Naruto Shippuden. So I think that in a sense they are kind of debatable episode-wise. But then again, Dragon Ball is always going to win since it's been running for so much longer episode-wise. But the good thing about Naruto, what it's done now, is that it's actually moved on from its core characters, which Dragon Ball hasn't done yet.
Yeah, true. I think so. do you think they're around the same, or does Naruto beat them slightly, or Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball franchise beats them slightly? Who do you think is the better anime
Well,
franchise?
for me, subjectively, I obviously prefer Naruto. But I think objectively, I would say that it's a really hard decision in the fact that they're both so evenly matched. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, Naruto would have won easily.
Yeah,
But then
true.
again, Naruto's walk lets it down. And it's very hard. If anything, I might put Dragon Ball slightly above for some categories. But in Naruto, I would just say Dragon Ball because of Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, apart from Dragon Ball Z, like Naruto wins and all the other ones to me. I think that just Dragon Ball Z holds its own.
Yeah, Naruto beats Dragon Ball, like the original series. Naruto doesn't beat Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z. Naruto Shippuden.
No, Dragon Ball Z is legendary.
Yeah,
Yeah, well for me Naruto beats Super.
yeah,
Because Super for me I in fact Super is actually like objectively my favorite of all the Dragon Balls. But I do see all the plot holes and everything like that. Yeah.
yeah. I think Naruto beats Dragon Ball, and then Naruto Shippuden beats Dragon Ball Z. But do you choose?
Yeah, well the original Naruto for me gets stunned by all of them apart from GT and the original Dragon Ball because
Yeah.
Super and because for me the original Naruto it wasn't that it was bad. It did focus on the characters, but the stakes weren't really there.
True. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's about it for our discussion debate.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, this is very subjective, guys. Yeah, so you guys might have a different opinion. We didn't quite reach a full conclusion as I didn't think we would because
we might
they're
do a
both
part two.
such franchises. Yeah, exactly, guys. Look out for a part 2 sometime, perhaps. Yeah, thank you very much for having me on Reflaust. It's
Yeah,
great to do collabs. And yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
That was it for me. You go on. Peace out.
Peace out.
羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って目指したの